fun. Hello. You all are catching me at my finest right now. This is really a get ready with me. Oh, yeah. It's Saturday morning, y'all. Good Lord. It's been a week. And my fabulous background that I can't seem to figure out. Also, if you hear beeping in the background, that is an alarm that's been going off since like 5 p.m. yesterday. Literally 12 hours. Beep, 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 beep. Every other second. It's really fun. Yeah, happy Saturday. Hello. Let me get you guys a little bit closer. We're going to do some makeup. Get ready for Saturday. I'm going to grab my lip balm. So it's not in the frame. There we go. Oh, perfect. I just got out of the shower, as you can see. Let me grab my lip balm. I'll be right back. I realize do I not have any here? I don't think I do. I need to get a beauty table lip balm. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. My husband's we're switching providers for our cell phone. So we're dealing with that this morning. That's really fun. Adulting stuff, you know, adulting, super fun. This is the Shireen Idris barrier-based lip base. This stuff is awesome. I've heard of Dr. Idris, but I've never tried any of her products until now. And I love this. It's really emollient and moisturizing. But anyway, how's everyone doing? Hi, Ducky Lover. Hello. Priyanshu, I think that's how you say it. Sorry. Hi, welcome. Coffee. It's 10 a.m. here on Saturday morning in Los Angeles. Where is everybody from? Thank you for joining me. I've already done my resurfacing compound from U Beauty. This is one of my hero products. This is one of the best over-the-counter products that I've ever used for the price. It's like $228, I think. I know, not cheap, but it's like 8 products in one. And there's like vitamin C, vitamin E. There's a retinol. It's encapsulated, so you can wear it during the day if you wear sunscreen, which you should be wearing sunscreen anyway. But for the price, I mean, you know, there's like other brands like Sisley, that's just off the top of my head that I'm thinking of. Other brands that are more expensive that probably have something comparable to this, but for the price, you cannot beat this. It's so, so good. So I have that on already. And then I'm going to, Tower 28 was so nice to send me a package. I love this brand. If you have not tried Tower 28 yet, I love most of the stuff from Tower 28, and it like that doesn't always happen with brands, particularly like indie brands. It's a lot of times I'll just like 1 or 2 things, and I don't like most of the line. And for Tower, I love pretty much most of the line. They sent me a care package, and along with that is the Daily Barrier Recovery Cream. I used it for the first time yesterday. I like it. I want to give it a little bit more of a road test just to see. But it's fragrance free. It's good for like eczema prone skin. The whole philosophy behind it is that it's made for sensitive skin. So it's a clean brand. It's a local brand here in Los Angeles, Asian American female owned. She's so wonderful, Amy Lou. And yeah, so it's like the same idea. It's like hydrating. It's not aggressive. It just does like what it's supposed to do, which is hydrate your skin. So it's gonna take a little on my fingers. I want to do this first since we're doing, makeup, and I usually do brows first before I do skincare, but this is a pretty rich moisturizer and I want it to soak in before we start with makeup. And I don't want you guys to have to like wait for the moisturizer to soak in before I start. So we're just going to do this right now. Kind of avoiding my brows. Can you please suggest me a makeup brush set? I want to give it to my girlfriend. Her birthday is coming up. She's also aspiring to be a makeup artist. I love that. Wonderful. Happy birthday to your girlfriend. I would say, makeup set. I mean, Amazon has some options, but you really get what you pay for with that. Sorry, Amazon. Because I actually did, I did a video like for beginner makeup, and I bought one of those sets from Amazon, and the quality, it was just like, it was pokey. I mean, the brushes were fine, but they were just really pokey. And especially the face brushes, I was like, no, I don't like these. So, I mean, I used it for the tutorial and I did that, but I really, really love, if you want something, it depends on what you want to spend. So if you want to really spend some money, I always recommend, they're dirty, I'm so sorry. I always recommend Smith Cosmetics brushes. It's two sisters. They're from Canada. They're so wonderful. It's a small business. It's also from Canada, so you might not have to pay tariffs. I don't know all everything that's happening, but or maybe you will have to pay. I don't know. So it's everything. It goes so back and forth in the news. I'm like, I can't keep up. I don't really know what's happening. But Smith Cosmetics makes beautiful brushes. They don't really have a set, but you could do like a few face brushes and a few eye brushes. They're just gorgeously made. The handle is antibacterial, so you can scoop it into your products and like use that. The ferrule is really good, nice and tight. This is, I think, a hybrid of goat hair, but they are ethically sourced. I will say that. They do have some synthetic brushes, but their actual brushes are ethically sourced because they definitely made sure of that. Smith Cosmetics is great. They don't really have a set. I know Spectrum. I haven't tried the Spectrum brushes, but I hear good things about them. I know Katie Jane Hughes has a brush set with them. I have friends who have been sent the set and they really love it. They love the quality of the brushes. Spectrum, I would love to get a set. Thank you. And I would say if you're on a budget, you're more budget conscious, Real Techniques is really great. You can get these at Ulta, at Target, sorry, are we shopping at Target anymore? Never mind. You can get these at Ulta, and they have little sets. They have like an eye set. They have a face set. You could put both of them together, get some sponges, do that kind of thing. These are great brushes. I remember when they first came out, and the Pixie Woo sisters, Sam and Nick Chapman, they were like partnered with them. And I think they created a lot of the brushes that they still use because they're working makeup artists. So they're not affiliated with them anymore, but I still love these brushes. That's how I found out about Real Techniques, was through Sam and Nick Chapman and watching them on YouTube. So I would say any of those. It Cosmetics also has beautiful brushes, and you can get those at Ulta. You could even do a few It Cosmetics brushes, a few Real Techniques brushes, and you won't break the bank. This is my favorite foundation brush. This is I think it's the number 7. Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection number 7. This is a foundation brush, and then this is a concealer brush. I've seen working pros, like big working pros, in picture. I actually just saw one yesterday. She was Florence Pugh's makeup artist on Thunderbolts, and Florence took like a selfie with her, and she had this brush in her hand, and I was like, I feel validated. Like, she used this brush on Florence Pugh's face. Like, that must mean, you know. And it was actually recommended to me by Patty Dubroff, who is also one of my heroes and a working pro celebrity makeup artist. I remember she was using this brush, and she was like, and I had gotten this brush and was kind of sleeping on it. And then when Patty was using it, I was like, oh, I should be using this because Patty uses it, of course. So this is a great brush too. It Cosmetics. I hope that helps. I know that was a lot of options, but just wasn't sure what your budget was. But if you're looking to do individual brushes, I would try to find a foundation brush and a blush brush, and then maybe a contour brush or a powder brush. And then for eye brushes, you want like a flat brush and then a fluffy brush. You can do an eyeshadow spoolie. Let me see if I can find one. Here we go. This is from e.l.f. You can see how it's like a spoolie. And then there's a little angle on the other end here. This is great too. So if you want to do a variety, if you can't find an actual set. BK brushes too. I just realized that. Lisa, I forget her name, but she did a collab with Nikki LaRose, who's also a working pro. She's huge on YouTube. If you guys don't know her, I'm sure you do, because she's huge on YouTube. She's so great. I haven't met her, but she's amazing on YouTube, and I know she does beautiful work too. So she did a collaboration with them as well. I feel like if you're going to get a set, do get one that a makeup artist has collaborated on, because then you're going to get the right brushes. You're not going to get like one of these where it's like, what do I do with this? This is enormous. Like, I can't powder my face with this. I do use it for powder, but I'm a pro, so I kind of know how to manipulate. I can like pinch it, but some brushes you get in sets and you're like, what the hell is this even for? I don't even know what this is about. So I hope that helps. Yeah, so let's brush through brows. I have the NYX brow glue, tried and true. If you've watched my channel, you know that I'm obsessed. What's your opinion on PAC makeup brushes? I've never heard of them. Sorry. Are they, PAC or MAC? That's what I'm curious about. Because if you mean MAC is great too. I actually have a few MAC brushes here and in my kit as well. Just brushing through my brows. They have been unruly as of late, and I've been real lazy about grooming them. So we're just going to make do at this point. I don't know. Could be a clone. Okay. Oh, like a dupe. Oh, I mean, I would say if you can go onto Reddit and see, not that I'm a supporter of stealing other people's ideas. Please don't get me wrong. But I guess if they are comparable, Rephr brushes are good too. REPHR. They're Japanese, but they're really affordable. Really, really affordable. So if you want like artist brushes, those are great too. My friend Maria uses those. I think she works with the brand too. Hi, Jessica. Real Techniques is great. I got mine at Walmart. See? Real Techniques is so good. Love, love, love. Yeah, you just got to find what works for you. The thing that I tell people, just clean your brushes, please. I know some of mine are dirty that I showed you, but I wash them at least once a week. I try to do it more than that, but especially if I'm busy and I'm working, I'm washing so many brushes from my kit. I cannot be bothered to wash my own brushes, but they only touch my face. But I do, like I said, I do try to at least wash them once a week. Hi, Rosalba. How are you? I think you were on my live the other week. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Well, see, quote unquote. But yeah. But I guess, yeah, maybe PAC could be a clone. I'm just pressing these down. They're not looking too bad, I guess. Let's do, I feel like I should have this a little bit higher. I'm still learning this webcam, you guys. Like, everything is a work in progress, it seems like. With YouTube, YouTube is its own entity, and everything's a learning curve. Everything. I love it, but the struggle is real. I'm washing brushes. Girl, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. But let me tell you, once your face, like if your face breaks out, like if you get a pimple in that spot, you're like, ooh, I gotta wash my brush. Right? Yeah. And honestly, sorry, I had to take a sip of coffee. Honestly, it's so much better, A seasoned brush, is better, but when they're clean, it's so nice. I was like, hey babe, love you. Thank you for your suggestions. I'll keep them in mind. Of course. I hope it was helpful. I try to give a variety of suggestions because I'm not really sure what you're looking for, like I said, and there's a variety of price points. I just wouldn't do any of the Amazon like brush sets because they're just not very well made. And I feel like it's a waste of money. If I had found one that was really amazing, I'd be like, oh my God, get this, but most of my brushes are a hodgepodge I've got hodgepodge. Like I said, some of them are dirty. Sorry. I do need to wash brushes. I wash usually on Sundays, but I just have a hodgepodge of, there's like Thrive Cosmetics, there's It Cosmetics, Smith Cosmetics, Real Techniques, Crown, Say, you know, like just Delium, everything. All right, so brows are on. Oh, excuse me. I haven't had breakfast yet, so still kind of, you know, Saturday morning. I have the broad spectrum SPF 50 drops. These are from L'Oreal. They're a little pricey, but I will say these are great because it's so thin. This is what I love. Like, especially because summer's coming up, spring and summer. Well, spring, I guess, is technically here, even though you should tell Los Angeles that because she has been gray and gloomy for the last like 3 weeks, at least in the mornings. It's like we usually get something called June gloom in the mornings. And that's during June, hence the name June gloom, right? But it's May, and it actually started in April. I'm just going to take about this much. But sunscreen, like I was saying, sunscreen is really important, and you don't want to be like glopping heavy sunscreen onto your face. Especially when it's, 85, 90 degrees outside. Who under makeup? No thanks. These are really nice. It's really thin. The formula is really thin. You could see it was kind of running down my hand. And because it's from a brand that is like a skincare makeup brand, I think they understand that the texture needs to be really light if you want to wear it under makeup. Or you can wear it, alone, and it works. And it's not heavy or greasy or weird. So I've been really, really loving this. It's probably, I was going to say it's my favorite thing that I bought from L'Oreal, but that's not true because I love their low lighters as well and their moisturizer. I love a lot of their stuff, I guess you could say. But do you need these? No. Do you need to spend the money? No. But this is what I've been loving lately, and it's just what I've been using. As far as sunscreens, I want to tell you about this. I tried this. This is the La Roche-Posay, the Cicaplast. Cicaplast Balm B5 UV. Dimethicone Skin Protect and Sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 50. So the Cicaplast from this brand is the one that's really soothing. So if you have reactive skin, rosacea, things like that, they recommend, or if you have any like broken skin from acne or whatever, like they say Cicaplast is really good because it's very healing. And then this is that with the SPF in it. I don't love this yet. I really want to because I love La Roche-Posay, but it leaves a white cast. So you have to wear makeup with it. Like I literally spent 5 minutes trying to blend it into my skin, and I'm not even that dark. And it was still like a little Casperish. And I was like, all right, I don't really know how I feel about this. And it doesn't blend well. Underneath makeup, it's great. But I'm like, I need an SPF that's gonna sink into the skin and not leave a white cast. Like this one that I'm wearing right now. So, all right, let's go back to brows. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. This is ash brown, my tried and true. Does anyone have any other questions? What's everyone's plans for the weekend? I have to work today. And then tomorrow I'm seeing Sinners with my friend Kate. I'm very excited. I don't really get excited about films. I used to when I was a kid. I used to see everything. I saw everything. I saw all the Oscar-nominated films. I was such a film kid. And then, I don't know, last 10 years or so, I just have no interest unless it's, a Harry Potter film, which those came out obviously a while ago, or, a Marvel. And even then, I don't even really see those in the theaters. I see them when they come out on streaming. But yeah, so it got like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and they're saying it's one of the best original films in the last 15 years. I'm like, okay, I need to see this because has anyone seen it yet? I'm probably going to spend the last half of the movie like this because I'm a big scaredy cat and I know it's a vampire film. Love a good vampire flick, but I have a feeling this one's going to be like next level because, it's Ryan Coogler. So yeah, we're just filling in brows with the pen. What do you think about Korean sunscreen? I love Korean sunscreen. Love, love. I was using Korean sunscreen, but then I've heard with the tariffs, and then I heard something where like they're blocking Korean sunscreen from coming to the States. So everything you're seeing is counterfeit. I don't want to be like, I saw it on the internet. It must be true. I don't want to be like that, but is that true? I don't know. I've used the round birch. It's a white tube with like blue, I think blue trees on it or something. Love that sunscreen. I blew through that sunscreen. And then I just, I buy sunscreens all the time because I'm always trying them. So I haven't bought another one of that. But that's one I would definitely go back to. And then there's another brand. I can't think of it. But I went through a phase where all I was wearing was Korean sunscreen. And I mean, the Koreans they're the global leader in skincare. I'm sorry to anyone who is Japanese or, I'm not saying anything against the Japanese or whatever, like, but I know that from what I've heard in the beauty industry, like, Korea is number one, Japan is number two. I can't wait to go to both countries because I'm just so excited to see the culture and to just go shopping for skincare and for makeup. But I would say, yeah, Korea is like the global skincare leader, and they know their skincare. Like they just, apparently there's a place, I think it's in Seoul, where it's about 12 blocks of vendors, and you can just walk and go in, and it's just like a skincare mecca. Sounds like absolute heaven to me, honestly. So yeah, the Korean skincare, Korean sunscreen. And I mean, Korean women, Japanese women, they're stunning. They're stunning, right? So for a reason, like, it's because they're, I feel like taking care of their skin, staying out of the sun is a part of their culture. I love it. But I've been trying, like I said, I've been trying other skincare, other SPFs just to see. Do I have anything else here? Like I said, I've been really loving this. I love that it's very thin. I've heard good about the Biore. Biore has like an aqua sunscreen that they just came out with. I saw an Instagram ad for it, and it was a very deep skin girl, and she had it on her face, and she was like, let me see if this blends out. And it completely blended out on her skin. And she even was like, this is bananas. Like, this went completely clear. It's soaking into my skin, and it's not even leaving a white cast. And I was like, oh, okay. That got me kind of interested. So I might need to check that out too. But let's see. All right, brows they're not even, but hence, like, story of my life, struggle of my life. Sisters, not twins. Sisters, not twins. And then I've got like a little thinness right here with my brow. Okay, great. Do you guys hear the beeping? If you hear the beeping, I'm so sorry. We literally had the humidifier, the air purifier, and the noise machine on last night to try and drown it out. And then I woke up this morning and it's all I could hear. I even had my noise machine on and I couldn't go back to sleep. I was laying in bed with my eyes closed for an hour. Apartment living, so fun. All right, so we've got SPF on. We have brows done. Let's do a little bit of base. So I have a new base that I've been really loving. And it's from Ulta, Pacifica, Kind Tint. It's so good. It's a tinted serum. I haven't really used a lot of Pacifica products. I have friends who have vegan and cruelty-free kits, and they carry Pacifica in their kit because it's vegan and cruelty-free. I have a friend, another makeup artist friend, who's a cancer survivor, and she uses a lot of Pacifica. She loves it. I'm just going to take a little on the back of my hand, but this is the skin tint. It's coming on that season for skin tints where, we're going to be needing lighter coverage. We want the skin to breathe. I've been using this and I really love it. And one of the things I love about it is that you can see it's not runny, but it's not thick. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to take a little bit of it. So kind of it's almost like mousse-like, but it's not bubbly, if that makes any sense. Just buffing it onto the skin. And the finish on this isn't dewy. It's more satiny. it's more skin-like. So this is perfect for oily skin. I don't know what I think the shade range is decent. I don't think it goes super deep, unfortunately, but I do know they have some deep shades. I think they have 14 shades. So not awesome, not terrible. You know, I love it when a brand comes out with 5 shades. They're like, this is global. I'm like, absolutely not. Like, unless you're like, you have alabaster and you have super deep and then you have 3 weird shades in the middle, there's absolutely no way that it's global, because 5 shades cannot encompass the entire world's complexion, but no matter how sheer it is. I mean, unless it's, you know, unless it's absolutely sheer, but yeah, the thing I love, like I said, I love this, really loving this, because I can super hydrate my skin. You know, I put this on, this is very rich. It's very hydrating, very kind of emollient. I can put that on and then put this on top of it, and I'm not really like dewy. It just looks like my skin. It's really nice. I'm impressed. I'll be honest. I was like, let me just try this. Let me see. You know, I'm trying out some new skin tints because I have a video coming out actually about summer skin tints. Stay tuned for that. And this is one of the ones I'm going to be featuring because I really love it. And it's easy to get. You can get it at Ulta. You can probably get it at Walmart or, you know, wherever Pacifica is sold. I know they sell it at Target. I know Target's very polarizing at this point. Same with Amazon. But yeah, so that's just one really thin layer. Really nice, right? Yeah. Great for every day. Great for running, you know, whatever kind of makeup you wear. It's great for every day. It's great for running errands or going to work or whatever. And it feels super light on the skin. It's not slippery. It's not sliding all over the place. And with SPF, it totally works. Pacifica, love. Going in with my tried and true, my Tower 28. If you've watched my channel, you know I'm a stan for this. This is like my ride or die. I love this. It's basically like NARS Creamy, Radiant Creamy, but clean. It's got that kind of coverage and it sets really well. It doesn't crease. I love it. Highly recommend. And they have a global, I think they have at least 20 shades, if not more, of concealer. So my friend actually helped develop this. She is South Asian. She's from Pakistan. And she helped develop this. And one of the biggest things, this and the tinted sunscreen, which I also have and I also love. She helped develop the shades for both of these to make them global, to include that like South Asian olive undertone, among others. That's one of the undertones that's really missing in a lot of makeup brands, you know, shades. The olive, like the medium to deep olives. There's a hole. A lot of brands don't have that. I have an olive adjuster in my kit for that very reason, because a lot of times I have to use it if someone is more fair, but they have an olive undertone. So I'm just taking it. Sorry, on the back of my It Cosmetics brush. I have it on the back of my hand. Just have a little compact here because I'm blind. And then just gonna take it under the eyes. I have a little bit of darkness right in here in my inner corner. Not so much on my eyelids. I say just cover what you need to cover. Wherever you have discoloration, cover whatever you need to cover. And then I like to take the foundation brush and just kind of buff that out. And then I do get a little bit of discoloration on my nose, around my nose. It's allergy season, been blowing my nose a lot. That's fun. Taking a little bit more and then yeah, getting in there. I like to sweep it over my eyelid. Okay. Whew, it's warm. I got a good color match with Tower 28. I love hearing that. The shades, they came out with 14 shades originally. I was a part of one of those original shades, luckily enough. And then they expanded the shade range, because when you, from what I heard, like whenever you starting a brand is really expensive. So of course, when you start a brand, you want to make it global. You want to make it accessible to everybody, but you can only do so much. So I remember the founder saying, I could only do 14 shades to start. She's like, I tried to do my best. Like she had some super deep shades. She had some light shades. She had an olive shade, you know, but she was like, I have to see how this does first, and then I can expand on it. And it did really, really well. It was like flying off the shelves. And then she decided to expand because, you know, sometimes you just have to trial, like you got to trial and error, right? Excuse me. Just see how, you know, see how consumers respond to it. If it gets a good response, which you always hope it does, you can expand the shade range, which is what she did. Plus it's really nice to wear. I wear it every day. I mean, except for, you know, I've been branching out because I was like, all right, excuse me, allergies. Like I've been trying to branch out, like I said, with the Pacifica. I have a few other skin tints and things that I've been trying that I really love that I'm going to feature in my video. But this has been what I've been wearing for the last at least 3 years consistently. I was lucky enough to get it gifted to me by the brand, but I've bought at least 3 or 4 tubes on my own from Sephora because I just love it so much. I tell everybody about this. Everyone's like, I need a tinted sunscreen. I'm like, if you're not oily, this is the one for you. I swear I don't work for them. I swear. I'm not sponsored. They did send me a package, but I'm not sponsored. I would tell you, I promise, if I was. All right, let's just take a little more concealer. That's the nice thing about the skin tint. It's very sheer. So I really love products that you can build. So you say you only have a couple of problem areas. Like I have redness on my nose, I have redness on my chin, and I have a little bit of discoloration under my eyes. So everything else, I just want to even out, which is why I would use something light like a skin tint and then go in with concealer in the places that I really need it. So then everything just looks really skin-like. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. Plus, most importantly, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I have so many people who come up to me and they go, I hate the way makeup feels. Please help me. I want to wear it, but I hate the way it feels. I'm like, okay. So luckily enough, we've got great products out there that are really light, that don't feel heavy. And you can still get the look that the kind of look you're looking for. Do you go lighter on your concealer for under eye? Yes. So one of the things I like to sort of preach, this is kind of like my credo. I always work off the back of my hand, whether it's with foundation, whether it's with concealer, cream products, whatever. And even sometimes if I take a powder, I'll tap it off on my hand. The reason being is you have so much more control from here than you do if you just went in and went, then you have so much product on your face and you have to work with what you have on your face. And removing makeup is a lot harder than adding makeup and working in light layers. That's just kind of my personal philosophy. So I'm actually going to show you. I'll take a little, I have concealer. I don't know if you can see it right there. And then I'll take whatever brush I'm working with, that's the other end of the IT Cosmetics, and I work it into the brush. Does this waste a little bit of product? Yes, it does. But you know what's more wasteful? Slapping makeup on your face that you don't need. That's even more wasteful. I can guarantee you I'm wasting a lot less product doing this than I am going straight from the product. Or when people take like the dropper and go on it's such a waste. Like especially if you're investing in your products, it's a waste of money. Like make your products work for you. Is it also a waste to rub it in your hands and put it on your face? Sure, because your hands are going to absorb a little bit of it, but you're using way too much if you're doing all the droppers. Like most of the time you only need whatever is in the component when you pull it out. That's how these companies design these things. You see that? I don't know, you can't really see it. If you can see right there is where it ends. That's pretty much what you should take. I usually use a little bit more because it's sunscreen. So sunscreens are a little bit different, but especially like Chanel, whatever, if you have a Chanel product that has a dropper in it, whatever's in the dropper is what you should use. That's like, there's a whole like brainchild behind. It's like they make it easy for the consumer. That's the whole idea. Anyway, I'm digressing. Sorry. So yes, I do go a little lighter under the eye. I know sometimes I watched Violette do a video and she doesn't always take it like right up under her eye and she leaves a little bit of darkness. I haven't gotten to that point yet. She's like so chic and French, and I feel like she can really do no wrong. Like she's like, I don't really wear, foundation. I just wear concealer on my nose or whatever. I'm like, I'm not that brave. But and she's like, I don't really take the concealer right up under my eye. And I'm like, for me, I like to do that because I do have a bit of discoloration under my eyes. And it just helps me. I feel like it helps me look a little bit more awake. So I do go lighter. And like I said, it's all about application. I have these little sanitizing wipes, hand wipes. I believe they're biodegradable, but I use these to clean off my hand. I was using wet ones, but wet ones aren't biodegradable. So I was trying to find, other options of things to use because, like I said, I do work off the back of my hand, and I just like to make sure. It's also when I'm working too, I try to make sure my hands are always clean. And even when I'm touching my own face as well. Let's set the under eye. I'm going to take the Tower 28. This is Palisades Pink. Their pressed powder. It has, you can't really see it, but it's got a little bit of a pink tinge to it. Just on a little powder puff. I'm going to take some, and then I like to tap it off, and then I'll just set right under the eye. We're almost done. Sort of. I've been talking a lot. Sorry. You get me talking about makeup. I swear I can talk forever. Just stay on here all afternoon and just talk about makeup and skincare. The great thing about this Pacifica tint, though, it doesn't need a lot of setting. I'm just pretty much setting my under eye and like around my nose where I put the concealer. But here, it's a lot less dewy than the Tower, I've noticed. Like the Tower, I have to really set. If it's a hot day, I have to really set it. I usually don't set my cheeks because I like to have a little bit of glow. But I'll notice if I don't set my forehead, by the middle of the day, I look a little shiny. But this is really nice. Like I said, I'm really impressed. It's what we're here for. Exactly. Yes. Okay, let's do a little bit of eye. I'm going to do a fun eye today. I'm just feeling a little spunky. This is the U Paint from Violette. I got this at the Sephora sale. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm so froggy today. My apologies. This is Rev. Oh boy, I don't remember the name. Rev de something. And of course, it's absolutely illegible on the bottom here because they make everything so small. Why? Oh, this one you can't even see. It's rubbed off. But I'm like, can you make it to where it's at least, I can read it? It's the same with all the concealers. You can't read anything on the bottom. Like, I don't know what this says. I'm not that old. I'm not that blind, but help me out. So it's Rev de something. It's this like, let me just show you. Look at that. Oh, obsessed. So pretty. Yeah, that's really pretty. So we're just going to do a little bit. We're going to work one eye at a time. And I'm also going to take this Delium brush. It's just like a little flat brush because you have to work pretty quickly with this. I've noticed. It's going to do a little along the lash line and then work it. I was curious about these because I've heard good things. And then, of course, I saw the YouTube channel, the YouTube video of Violette, sitting in the cafe being her fabulous self. And I mean that. She's so fabulous. Applying her makeup. I miss those videos. I used to love those videos. Did any of you all watch those where she would go into a cafe and, do her makeup and then have like a matcha and then meet a friend and living that fabulous New York life? Oh, so I'm just gonna see like that. I was thinking about bringing it above the socket line, but I kind of like it like that. That's pretty, isn't it? Really easy. It's my kind of eyeshadow because if any of you, oh, Rêve de Miel, thank you. Appreciate that. I used to be fluent in French. I studied French in high school and I can't remember any of it. Je m'appelle Jeannie. Je parle un peu de français. Yeah, like that's it. I wish I would have kept it up. But I have a feeling if I go back and really apply myself, I could probably pick it up again. It's like my husband and his Spanish. He understands it perfectly, but he has to think about it when he speaks it. But I remember when we went to the Dominican for an anniversary, and literally by the third day, he was speaking with all the staff. It's like, yeah, it just comes back. I don't know if mine would do that, honestly, because I didn't grow up speaking French. If I'd grown up speaking French, my best friend from high school, her son is fluent in French as well as English. And I think he's 9. So he's blown me out of the water. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Don't be afraid of color, y'all. I'm telling you. These are great. It's so easy. I didn't mean to blah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to take a little on the brush. I do this, I work off the back of my hand because you never know how much you're going to pick up on the brush, and you don't want to just go straight in. I've made that mistake so many times. So I take a little bit of the product off the back of onto the back of my hand first before I go in, and see, then I can make sure that it's nice and light when I apply it and not heavy. Just a little bit. And then I think I'm going to try just extend it a little. There we go. Because my eyes are so deep set, when I put a color on them like this, it can really make them look round. And that's not always a look that I want to go for. So again, we've got, oh yeah, stuff doesn't come off, which is good, I guess. But the way I would recommend to take this off is with like an oil or a balm cleanser as your first cleanse. You should be double cleansing. I'm very passionate about cleansing. Cleansing is really important. Should at least be double cleansing. Because I'm wearing makeup today, I will triple cleanse. Because you would be surprised. And the only reason I started following the LA facialist, Candace, I forget her last name. She's amazing. She's the one who kind of coined the whole triple cleanse movement, whatever you want to call it, movement, whatever idea. And I remember thinking, oh, do I need to do that? And she goes, go over your skin after your second cleanse with a pad and tone, like, see, and I promise you will still have makeup on your face. And she's right. So you want to make sure your skin is really, really, really clean. I don't mean squeaky. I don't mean where it's like dry and, parched. I mean clean, because you don't want to leave any of the makeup or any residue on your face from the day, because that's actually what ages us. It's all that stuff. Leaving makeup on your face, it ages you. I promise you. I just have to find my lash curlers, my Tweezerman lash curler. Love, love, love. Okay. All right. Yeah. The good thing about having deep set eyes as well is that I don't really have to worry about blending out my eyelid, because you can't really see it. So, or I don't even really mean blending out. I just mean like making sure it's perfect on the lid, because you can't really see it when my eyes are open. All right, I have a dilemma. I have 2 YSL lash clashes. I have black and I have electric blue. Which one do I do? Let me show you the electric blue. I kind of love this like purple with a blue. I think it's pretty. Look at that. Which one do I do? Do I play it safe? Do I just go really black and dark? Because that's pretty too. Or do I do a little bit of blue and go for a pop of color? I'm waiting to see if anybody has any feedback while I curl my lashes or finish curling my lashes. No one? Bueller? Just kidding. Okay. Oh, yeah. Also, investing in a good lash curler, priceless. The only thing you're really going to have to replace are the silicone bands. You won't have to replace the curler. So spending $30 as opposed to like $5 or $10, worth it. No one has anything to say? There's 7 of you guys on here. There's so many of you on here. No one has anything. Blue. Thank you, Jessica. You're the real MVP. Thank you so much. Also, clean your lash curler. Clean your lash curler. I've seen some gnarly ones in my time, honey. I had to let the dogs in. Oh, you're a dog mom. What kind of dogs do you have? I'm an obsessive dog mom. I love dogs. Rosaba. Okay, we're going with blue. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's kind of what I was hoping you all would say. Look at this. I love this. I also love this. She's cute too. Look at that. This one's a little more, this is brighter. This is more vibrant. This is more cobalty, the one from L'Oreal. They are a mess. Australian Shepherd and Aussie Doodle. I was hollering blue, but couldn't get to my phone. Oh my gosh. You guys are killing me. I love it. All right. I always start with my lower lashes. I learned that lesson the hard way because I was doing my upper lashes and then I would do this and then I'd get transfer from the wet lashes on top. So now I do, ooh, that's fun. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, this is a great idea. I'm feeling fun. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Ooh. YSL. I love this mascara. I'm not usually, I'm never going to tell anybody that they need to spend $35 on a mascara, right? Like there are a lot of really great drugstore options, but YSL Lash Clash, the volume you can get on this is awesome. Plus, Dior Iconic Overcurl, that's my absolute favorite high-end mascara. That's like an OG. I love, love, love. Thank you. Thanks for saying that's pretty. It's getting to be that time of year where I tend to wear, I'm grabbing a little Q-tip, I have a little smudge. It's a little Q-tip. Where I wear a little bit more color because it's warm out. Excuse me. Also, the excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. With this, with brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, maybe not so much. I would do more of an eggplant mascara. I know that L'Oreal has one. I think Dior has one as well. This is good in a pinch especially if your eyes are like, if you feel tired or you look tired. This is one of my tricks. If I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to do an eye look, I'll put blue mascara on. I will always get complimented. Always. Oh my gosh, I love your mascara. And it's usually the L'Oreal one. And I'm always like, yep, $10 at the drugstore. But this is kind of my new favorite. Oh, this is brighter than the L'Oreal one. Oh, this was actually a gift to me by my friend Despina. I was her model this week this week. It's been a week, y'all. She's a facialist here in LA. If you're in LA, check her out, Despina Scandalis. She's amazing. Look at that. Look what I just did. But yeah, she gave this to me. She was like, girl, this is so good. And she is right. Hello from Germany. Hello. I'm going to be in your lovely country in 11 days. And I can't wait. So excited. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We're just going to grab my foundation brush, go over that again. Look at that. How fun is that? Yeah, that's really fun. Okay. All right. I realized I was talking so much. I was going to do a little bit of underpainting with this. I tried this technique the other day where these are really pigmented. These are from Tower 28. It's their powder blushes. And as you can see, this is a very bright pink. The other day I put this on first and then I did my tint over it and it just created this lovely kind of blushy, very, I don't know, like natural blush from underneath. It was really pretty. And I meant to do that, but I was busy talking and I forgot. So what do I want to do first? Let's do this first. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. I'm going to take, this is the tapered cheek brush from Real Techniques. Yes, she needs to be washed. I'm going to go in. I'm going to load up the brush. Ooh, as you can see, load up the brush, tap her out. And then we're just going to do this. And I don't even know if you can really see it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay. So foundation brush as our little magic eraser. Great. Yes. Where in Germany are you from? Where do you live, if you don't mind me asking? We're going to, oh gosh, Bavaria. And then we will be in the Rhineland-Palatinate near Kaiserslautern, the Air Force Base, I think. My mother was adopted. She would tell you this anyway. And we are going to, we've met her original like born family, blood family, born family. I forget how you say it. We've met them already. Some of my aunts and my cousin and my second cousins. And we're going to visit them because they came to visit us. And it's really amazing how München, Bavaria. Oh, great. I'm going to be in Bavaria too. I love hearing that. So I'm going to go in with some sculpt tape. Let me talk and do this because I've already been on here for like 50 minutes. Like, let's get this done. Thank you all for hanging in. I'm going to take it underneath right here, right on the cheekbone. And then I'm going to take my Smith Cosmetics brush. Yeah. Okay. Bless you. My husband just sneezed. He's in the other room. But yeah, just a little bit of sculpt right there. Love that. And whoever says you can't layer cream over powder or powder over cream is a little bit trickier because it can stick, but there's a technique to it. You can definitely layer and make it work for you. It's taking a little contouring. Anyway, Germany, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Nein. Not at all. I wish. This is the thing that I think is, and I'm not like trying to say anything political or whatever, but the fact that so much of the world speaks English is incredible. The fact that most of you are bilingual and most of us are not. We were watching a show last night. My husband and I were watching Anthony Porofsky's show, where he goes traveling with food with a bunch of like movie stars like Henry Golding and Issa Rae and all them. And they were in Senegal. And no, I'm sorry. They were in Senegal, and some of the women in Senegal and Dakar speak English. I mean, they mostly speak French, but then they were in, oh my gosh, where is Henry Golding from? It begins with a B. But it's on the tip of my tongue. But there was a gentleman there, and he spoke like in the jungle, living in the jungle, spoke fluent English. I was like, it's amazing to me. That really amazing. Borneo, that's it, Borneo. So I'm ashamed to say, but I want to learn it because I would love to get my citizenship because my mother was born there. And it's a beautiful country. And my friends who have traveled the world have said that Germany, that like, I haven't heard this just once. I've heard this multiple times. People say that Germany is one of their favorite places in Europe to visit. And I'm sure it's because of the people. I know it's gorgeous, but there's a lot of beautiful places in the world, but it's the people, right? It's how you feel welcome, how they make you feel, Just doing a little bit of blush tape. This is in pink. I love, love, love this because it's just like so pretty. And I like to keep it a little high on my face like that. Ooh, that's strong. Okay. But I have my little magic eraser here. That's how I felt when we went to Edinburgh, Scotland. So welcoming. Everyone was so lovely. So, so lovely and warm. And I love that it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Like you go to the pub at 9 a.m. and people are having breakfast and having a pint. I'm like, cool. Love that. It's just a part of their culture. But the Scottish people were so lovely and so welcoming. I can't wait to go back. Want to explore higher up in the country, up in the Highlands, Isle of Skye. We only did Edinburgh. We didn't even do Glasgow. A little on the nose, but yeah, just keeping, it's coming together. Oh, here, foundation brush. You guys are just sitting here watching me and listening to me drone on. Anyone have any questions? But yes, coming to Germany. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right. Do we like this? It's not bad, right? Trying out some new products. You know how that goes when you're just kind of seeing what works. Also, does anyone have one side of their face that's different from the other as far as how makeup lays on it? Or is that just me? Because I feel sometimes like I'm a crazy person and my left side is never as even as this side is. Is it because I'm right-handed? I don't know. So powder blush, then cream is easier than vice versa. Yes, 100%. Because if you think about it, if you have a dry surface, if you have powder on a dry surface and then you put a cream on top of it, it's just going to stick. It's going to go, and then you're not going to be able to blend it. You can do it. You just have to know how to do it correctly. I know that Patrick Ta has because he has those blushes where it's the compact with the cream and the powder in them. And he says you can do either or. You can do cream on top of powder or powder on top of cream. But the way he does it is he'll take the powder first, like probably, and then he takes a beauty blender, like the bottom of a beauty blender, and taps it into the cream and then taps it onto the powder. So it's like, and I think he like taps and rolls it. There's a way that he like pushes it in to where it works. Very pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. And it's a lot of it is technique. There really isn't any rules. It's just one. I think one definitely is easier than the other for sure. That's the beauty of makeup. No rules. Okay. Let's do a little bit of lip and then I can let you all go because it's Saturday. And well, I know in Germany, what time is it in Germany? 8 p.m.? Are you 9 hours ahead? It's 11 a.m. right now for me. I have to go. This is the Say Beauty Twist Liner. I actually bought this for my wedding and I love it. It's just like what is it like? It's like a mauve-y kind of, because we're keeping with the theme. One of the things I do like to do is if I'm using a cool tone blush, I like to go cool tone on my lips and vice versa. If I have a warm, like peachy kind of tone, I do a warmer lip. 20. Yeah, that's 8 p.m. Okay. Had to think about that because another thing we don't do is military time here in the States. It's so absurd. I'm just going to do a light line. And then, oh, I have a little fuzzy on my lip. Just a little draw. I'm not even overdrawing. I'm keeping it really easy. I guess I lied. I did a teeny overdraw on this side because my one lip is lower than the other. Just like that, really easy. It's a neutral, like I said, it's like a neutral mauve, but these liners I like these liners a lot. And then I have the RMS lip oil. This is Alessandra. Also love RMS. There's a lot of really great brands. I'm just going to do a light. When it comes to using color on my lips, I'm either like a full matte line, like full on kind of girl, or I like to go more sheer. Like almost blend it out. But one thing I do like to do is have a little bit of structure from the lip liner. Hi, do any lipstick companies specialize in blue tone to make your teeth look whiter? Do I have a favorite cool tone lipstick? The High Priestess. Hello. That's pretty, right? Oh, you guys are seeing my bra. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Yes. To answer your question, I know that MAC has recently come out with some glosses that are different colors. Like one of them they're like green, pink, white, black. Love it. What were the names of those products again? Everything is linked is everything linked below? I thought it was. Let me make sure. I will link everything below. I have a link to my Shop My Shelf. I had to restart my video because I had some technical difficulties. Big surprise. And yeah, I will do that now. Yeah, I haven't looked. Yeah, I don't know if it's linked. It was linked on my first video, but then I had to restart. So I just wanted to make sure. And then as far as the blue tone, so I would say, I know that MAC, I would say I've seen blue toned lip glosses. I would say if you're looking to whiten your teeth, any blue toned red. So the first thing that comes to mind is like Ruby Woo from MAC. That's like a blue tone red, a cool tone red. Lisa Eldridge has one called Velvet Ribbon. That's like a cool toned red. Think of something very similar to what Marilyn Monroe would wear. Like it's got that blue kind of undertone, and with the red, it will make your teeth look whiter. Favorite cool toned lipsticks? Let me think off the top of my head. YSL. Let me see. This is just like what I have here right now. This is a cool tone nude from Melt Cosmetics. It's called Ho is Life. That's like a really cool tone nude. It's really pretty. I love cool tone nudes. Let me think. This is from Chanel. This is Light Mauve. This is one of their longwear lipsticks. It's like a cool tone pink. And then they have this on the one end and then the gloss on the other. I wore this on my wedding day. I layered it with a bunch of stuff. I actually layered it with the Say lip liner and then some other stuff as well. And it did not move. It was really great. I'm looking for the YSL lipstick that I really love. It's also a pink, but any kind of baby pink. Can't find it. Off the top of my head. Gosh, you've stumped me. Liners. This is Endless Cacao. This is a liner from Makeup Forever. That one right there. This is great. This is super cool toned. Almost gray, almost like a grayish brown. Love this. Cool tone. I can't find it. I'm so sorry. Just looking. This is Teddy. No, this is Whirl. Whirl from MAC. That's really nice right there. It's a brown. So yeah, if you don't know how to tell whether something is cool toned or warm toned, if you go to like a counter like MAC or wherever, pick out a peachy color, any peachy lipstick, and then compare it. And if it looks like it matches, that means it's warm. But if it looks like if it looks like contrast to it, that means it's more cool toned. So I hope that helps. That's perfect. I need Ho one. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I'm gonna link everything in the description right now before I go, just because I thought I had it in there, like I said. But thank you for joining me. Happy weekend. And 8 p.m. also in Italy. Sorry, I just saw this. Okay, love it. Yes, I will link everything. Again, yeah, thank you so much. I hope everyone has a beautiful Saturday and a beautiful weekend. And I'll see you next week.